Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about the Can't Stop Won't Stop powder and the Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer. And I'll also be trying out the Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation on camera. This is like my third time trying it out, but I just wanted you guys to see what it looked like on my skin tone and for anybody who hasn't tried it. All right, so stay tuned. Okay, so I'm going to be starting with this right here. I noticed that the best way for my skin type to apply this foundation is to use some oil, then moisturizer, because the foundation is very, very drying for my skin type. Now, it does smell like rose. Funny fact, growing up, I never really could figure out what people were talking about when they said a rose type of smell. To me, all flowers smelled alike, like grass. So for me, I was like, I don't understand rose. Rose smell. And I think rose is supposed to be really good for your skin, like to help brighten it up and stuff like that. So next I'm gonna go in with Hope in a Jar, renewed Hope in a Jar. So I don't use that much. I just take like that much right there. So now I'm going to go in with my Becca primer. Like I said, I'll leave all the information down below. I bought this foundation a couple days ago, like I said, and I got one color. I was in between two colors, so I went with Deep Rich, and this is what the color looks like. Now, I can pull it off, but I found that Deep Rich was a little bit too dark on my complexion. Like when it oxidized, it looked a little too deep rich. So this is what Deep Rich looks like. So after a couple days, I decided to go back and I went back to the NYX store and I bought the other one that I thought was probably going to be a better match, which is Mocha. So here's Mocha and here's Deep Rich. I'll start with using a regular brush and then use the Beauty Blender. So I'm pretty sure I applied way too much because this is a really full coverage foundation, but I'm just going to go ahead and pat it in with my Beauty Blender now. As far as highlighting and brightening, I'm going to go ahead and compare this concealer to some other colors that I like to use. So the color that I picked up in this concealer is Mahogany. Like in the tube, it looks super, super light. But comparison to the other ones that were closer to it, they were more closer to my skin tone. So I just went ahead and stuck with this. So let's see what you guys think. Now I know it looks super, super light, but I'm going to compare it to Amande and NARS Radiant Creamy. So this is the NARS concealer in Amande. And this is the Can't Stop Won't Stop in Mahogany. So the next color I'm going to compare it to is Chestnut in the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I'm going to put it on the other side of Mahogany. Okay, so the Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer in the color Mahogany is in the middle. On this side here is the NARS Amande, and on the other side is the Too Faced Chestnut. So I just wanted to give you guys an idea of some other concealers that I use that go with my skin tone in comparison to the color Mahogany in the Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and apply the concealer. And this concealer is also full coverage, so I'm trying not to apply too much, but I tend to have a heavy hand, so. Okay, so this is what the concealer looks like all blended out. It does give a nice full coverage. Okay, so the next thing I'll be showing you guys is the Can't Stop Won't Stop setting powder. I saw this in Walmart, but they only had banana, so I called my nearest NYX and I was like, do y'all have the powder? And they only had the banana, the light, and the deep. Was it deep? Yeah, it's in the color deep. But I think that this powder may be a little bit too dark for me. But I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what it looks like. So this is what it looks like on the inside. It has a well in there. And as you can see, some of the product is out here. And then it has little holes right there. It came with like a little peel off tape situation. Ooh. But I'll just show you guys how deep this is. This is a very deep color for me, I think. But it may work. So this is what it looks like on my hand. I'll just dip the whole thing in there, forget it. And I'll just make sure I tap it off really well. So this is it on my brush, and I'm just going to place it where I usually get oily. Right up here, right down here a little bit. So it's supposed to be pretty translucent, so it's not supposed to give off too much of a, it's not supposed to deposit too much of a color, but you know, we gonna see. So far so good. I don't feel over dried. Okay guys, so I am back. This is what my makeup basically looks like. So this is like me just going out to the mall, because literally I'm about to just go to the mall real quick. So let's start with the foundation. I am happy that I went back and I got the mocha in this color because I think it fits me a little bit better. When the other one oxidized, it was just a little bit too dark on my face. Maybe if I get a little bit darker, I could use that one, or I can mix it together. I'm not upset that I had to buy two. I'm just happy that I just found the right color, because it gave me a chance to actually look at this foundation. It's a beautiful foundation. It is definitely full coverage. So if you're not a full coverage type of person, don't get this. Or if you're the type of person that only uses a little bit of product at a time, this is really good for you, because a little bit goes really, really a long way. And I do have some hyperpigmentation around here. Also, I have combination dry skin, so I was a little bit on the edge. I didn't know if it was a matte foundation or if it wasn't, because it didn't claim to be a matte foundation or a dewy foundation. It dries to like a velvet powder, so it's not too dry. So if you have dry skin like me, go ahead and use your favorite primer that keeps you moisturized. I would suggest that you use some oil and then a moisturizer and then apply this foundation, because I'm not having any issues, at least not right now, feeling tight in the face. So for the concealer, the color that I have is in the color Mahogany. This retails for about $8.50. I found them in my Walmart and NYX. Oh, and Ulta. So those are the places that you can go ahead and pick them up right now. You can also get online and buy them from any of those stores. Claims to be highly pigmented, lightweight, it doesn't transfer, and it also has a blendable matte formula. So I will say it is very blendable. As you guys saw, it wasn't hard for me to blend it in. Even though my face is combination dry, right under here, it's not over drying, but I will say after I applied the powder, it did get a little bit dry. You can tell the formula is matte. So it's can't stop, won't stop. So I'm thinking it's supposed to stay all day long. Just by feeling the formula right now, I can tell that it's gonna last a long time. So next for the setting powder. This actually comes in 6 colors altogether. So there's a large variety of colors that you can play with. I think I'll probably see if I can find a color close to my Midnight Topaz, because I really do love that color on my skin. I'm not a big fan of banana. I do have some banana color powders, but they're not like everyday powders, you know what I'm saying? They're more like to mix in with my Topaz if I want a super highlighted effect, if I'm trying to look super awake or whatever. I really did like this. It is finely milled. It did remind me a lot of my Midnight, not quite 100% like the Midnight, but it did remind me a lot of the Midnight. So with it being finely milled, it's not going to show a lot of texture. So I like that, especially up here, because I just feel like that's where I like start to really sweat. I don't know if it has to do anything to do with the wig or whatever. This is like my 3rd time wearing this, and I think it did a really good job at keeping my oils, a little bit of oils that I do make on my face, at bay. Hey guys, so that's it for the video. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. I upload every single week. Stay blessed, and I'll see you guys in my next video.
She loving the likes, she living the life, yeah. She Instagram famous, you know that it's dangerous. Baby, you famous, Instagram famous. Body on 10, your body on 10. Shawty, you banging, oh yeah. We gon' get paid now, we gon' get paid now. Okay, we gon' get